Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I have this Solarist backup camera from MyGekoGear. I wouldn't have normally reviewed this, but they wanted to send it to me. And I thought, well, it'd work good on the Ranger because there's no backup camera on the Ford Ranger. I do have one on the Gladiator, so might work out pretty good. It's a license plate style. It has a 4.3 inch screen, and then this license plate bracket that comes with it is solar powered. You can also charge it with USB, probably charge it with USB the first time, and then if there's sun, it should keep it charged all the time as you leave it on your vehicle. And you can mount this 4.3 inch screen on your dash. So what I want to do is take this thing out of the box and see if it's damaged, because if you can see here, when it came in, this box has been crushed pretty bad. It's even ripped the box. The cardboard box that it came in, shipped in, was totally destroyed. So hopefully when we open this up, it's in good shape, not busted the screen or the camera or anything. So otherwise I won't be able to review it, but we'll take this apart, check it out, and see what it looks like. Okay, let's open up this box. You can see it's ripped plumb through that box, so hopefully it's in good shape. Which, it's not actually MyGekoGear's fault. It's the shipping company's fault for damage in the shipping. So hopefully it's still in good shape. I don't know what we got here. One of these is going to be the screen. Yeah, this is going to be the 4.3 inch screen. And right there it has a adhesive mount right there that pivots. And it's got a couple buttons on the back. Looks like menu, plus and minus. There's also a mount, I believe, for suction cup to mount it to the windshield. Probably in this box right here. So yeah, in this box we have a suction cup. We can put it on the windshield if we want to mount it. Also has a charging cable. Also has a power cable to run the screen that's going to be in your cab. Then it has some screws to mount the license plate bracket onto your vehicle, and a little Allen wrench slash screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver. So this is going to be, it looks like nothing is broke anyway. So this is going to be the license plate bracket with built-in camera. And you can see that, which is a cool feature, it does tilt down. Tilts down quite a bit, because you may want it straight out if you want to use it just to back up. But if you're wanting to see the ball hitch on your vehicle, you'd want to tilt this down so you can see your ball hitch to line it up. And then it actually feels pretty good, rugged built. Right here is the charging port. I do think that would have been better off if they would have put that on the bottom instead of on the top. Even though it does have a rubber plug, if it's on the bottom, it'd definitely be more water resistant. But it should be okay anyway, and we're going to find that out. And this here is obviously the solar panel right along here. It's kind of hard to see it, but I can see layers across there. So I'd say this is the solar panel that charges it up, which is a really nice idea. You can, because you leave this on the back of your vehicle, you don't have to take it on and off. You don't have to plug it in all the time to charge it up. You want to set it and forget it. So let's take this thing, stick it on the truck after we look at the specs. We'll look at the specs here on the back of the box. So it does say it is solar powered camera. It also says it's 165-degree wide angle. So that's a real nice wide angle. This thing, it shows a picture of an RV. Would also be super to put this thing in your RV, because you know how hard it is to see behind an RV for backing in a camper trailer, boat, whatever, or to hook up your hitch if you're going to hook a trailer to it. You can see it showed mounted on an RV here. It also does say, which sounded pretty good, 7-hour battery life with full charge, which should be more than sufficient. 164 feet or 50 meters of transmission distance, so you should be able to set that camera back 164 feet, which is way more than you would ever need for your pickup or a trailer, or camper, or a trailer. It has an additional 2100 milliamp hour battery. Obviously in the camera it has a battery built in. Waterproof design with IP67 rating. And the screen is, like I said, a 4.3 HD LCD screen. 2.4 gigahertz wireless frequency is what it operates on. So let's take this thing, stick it on the truck, see what it looks like. Okay, as you can see on the back of this little Ranger truck here, the way this bumper's made, this won't set down in there far enough for it to bolt upright. So what I'm gonna do is just make me a couple brackets from my original bolt holes to here, where I can actually attach this on, and I think it'll work just fine. But it looks good on there other than that. Make a couple little brackets. But for now, it actually fits in there pretty snug just to test it out and see how it works. Okay, in here in the Ford Ranger, this dash is all cracked up and it's in rough shape. But it's just an old truck to run back and forth to work when it's raining, because otherwise I use the motorcycle. I'll clean this off with alcohol, and then we will stick this thing up here and see how it works. Okay, so you can see on the back right here, there's a hole right there, and that's where this cord will plug in. So I need to plug it in. It's kind of hard to do everything with one hand and holding the camera. So I'm gonna plug the cord in, then we're gonna stick this up on the dash. All right, you can see right there, I have the cord plugged in. So we'll run it around here, stick it up on the dash. And with this little Ranger, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it in here. So I could have used the suction cup. And the cool part about this is you can have the suction cup for something else. Use the solid mount in one vehicle, take the suction cup and you can move it from vehicle to vehicle. That way I can leave this mount in here. If I want to put it in the Jeep or anything else, it'd be real easy to do. So I've got this mounted here, but I haven't even tested it now to see if it even works. So hopefully it will. We'll take this thing here and plug it in down here into the accessory outlet. So to turn this thing on, if you look on top, you see this fingerprint. It's just a light touch is all it is, and that's what turns it on. So I touch it with my finger like that, and there it comes on. It already actually has a backup grid showing on here. That's cool. So on the back we have the three buttons, the menu and the up and down. If we push the menu, it gives us all the different options here. Mail, I don't know what that's for. That's obviously the grid, so we hold this. Yeah, so that changes the grid. If I do that, now I can go actually hold that down. So now if I move this up and down, it changes how long that backup grid is. Hopefully you can see it. There we go. You can see how I can change that backup grid right there. Grid lines, I can scoot them in closer. We'll put them about right there. Push menu, goes back out of that. Now if I go up and down again, we'll hold this button again, the middle menu button. Okay, the way this rotates the screens, what this does is sets it, offsets it reverse from left to right, mirrors it basically. So I want it the other way because my house is on the left when I'm backing up, so I want it like that. Push menu, go out there. This is the screen settings. We'll hold this down. And that's different light options, color options. So you can hold down on, say, this one. Hold it down, that's contrast. And we can go up and down on the contrast. See, it gets kind of dull, so we can raise that back up, push the up button. Get some more contrast, we'll put it, and we'll set it about right here. Oops, wrong way. About right there, that was where it was, I think. Push the menu button, get back out of there. Menu button again, goes back out. Now we go back out to our normal screen. And that's actually cool. If you look right here, you can see the ball, the edge of the ball right there. So I think that I could tilt it down more. Let's tilt it down more and see what it looks like. This is tilted up pretty level, the camera is right now. So the camera is actually real easy to tilt. It just clicks, and I could set that thing way down like that. I don't know why in the world. Depending on, I guess if you had this plate mounted up high on an RV or something from the ball, you'd want it tilted down a lot more. But on this one, we'll tilt it down just a little bit and see what that looks like. Okay, so here we are. I got it down at the bottom. I'm gonna hook up to a trailer here in a minute, but I wanted to back up first, see how it looks. I'm trying to get this camera to where you can see the angle, where it's not too much glare. It actually looks extremely good on the screen. I really like it. It's clear. I mean, it's not, you know, like a 1080p beautiful picture, but it doesn't have to be able to see to back up. That's really a good view, and it's a wide angle. And it only gives you so much time, then it does shut off. I'll have to look and see if there's a way to keep the screen on for a longer time, which would be nice, but it's easy just to touch it again on top, turn it back on. So we're gonna back up to the trailer and see what it looks like. So backing up to the trailer, you can see my grids are turned on. Let's see how close this thing gets me. It's kind of hard down here beside this old building, but I can actually see the trailer. See, with the little grids, I can tell that I am pretty much lined up. Okay, backing up, I can see my ball. I can see the hitch on the trailer. And I can tell I'm pretty much above it. I'm a little bit off, so I need to straighten up. Okay, I raised it up a little bit. Let's see how close we can get now. Okay, back up right there. Ease back. Right there, I should be lined up right above the ball. And that looks good. So this is gonna work out pretty good. Okay, when I let out on the clutch there and stopped it, I didn't set the e-brake, so it did roll forward a little bit, but you can see how close there. I've went farther forward than I thought, but I think one thing you would have to be careful with is that camera. You wouldn't want it hitting your hitch when you back up. So it's gonna be kind of a tight fit on this one. It'd work better, a lot better on a vehicle with a receiver hitch than a ball hitch. With this setup, it would work, but you want to be real careful not to go too far and hit your trailer hitch onto your camera and break it, because that could happen. But otherwise, I think this is a plus. It actually works real good. The video looks good, and for the price, you can't beat something like that for the price. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll put the link to this below so you can check out the MyGekoGear backup camera, but I do think it's a good camera for the price. Thank you all for watching. Catch you in the next one. Right on.